Hi there, I'm Kaushal Patel. If you're ready for a change and want to reinvent your career, how about giving SoftStack Factory a chance? I want to introduce you to Harold Gottschalk. He's the CEO and founder of an exciting new program. And Harold, I got to tell you, I love your motto, flip code, not burgers. You had been tossing the idea around for years and finally made it happen. Tell us about it.
Well, I've been working on this concept for a couple years, and I've mainly been talking about it. Okay, and so one day, one of my friends challenged me to stop talking about it and do something about it. And so that was last November. And so I said, okay, I'm going to do it. I called him up the next day and I said, yep, after that dinner, yeah, I agree. I need to start something. And so on January 1, I really kicked it off.
And you've been a computer scientist for more than 3 decades now, and you feel just about anybody can learn code?
I believe anybody can learn how to code. I think it's a lot easier today, because we've built all of these frameworks and all of these things that we can do. It's just like gluing things together and putting a bunch of little logic here together. We're going to teach these students to be able to build these mobile apps from beginning to end. And when they graduate, they're going to be able to scaffold up an app like you wouldn't believe.
Now, your passion for developing this program really started because you wanted to keep jobs reshored in America and not be outsourced.
That's correct. Over the many years of doing development, I have used nearshore and offshoring type of resource augmentation methods. So what I learned through that is that you have to do a lot of work to get that done. I saw that in America, we were losing a lot of those jobs. And I said, there's no reason for us to lose those jobs anymore, because the environment now is very competitive for America. If you go and look at the nearshore opportunities for resources in Mexico, those prices are quite elevated compared to what they may have been 15, 10 years ago. And so now it's very competitive for Americans to compete against those. Okay, and I see that the type of work that is available today is work that anyone can really do. Okay, and so what I want to do is help people do that work. We know that wages are compressed in the United States, and in this area, they're not compressed. As a matter of fact, they're growing greatly. And so there's a really great opportunity for people to earn for a very long time. So I want to bring these jobs back to America, get people started in this technology field so that they can then excel and be part of the community here. We leave our money here, that grows our communities here.
There are plenty of other boot camps out there. Tell us more about how your boot camp kind of focuses on business and community together.
Right. Most boot camps are really targeted at a different audience. They're targeted at an audiences that are really making a career change. And they cost maybe about $10,000 for someone to participate in there. And that really limits a lot of people that are young being able to do that, because they don't have $10,000 to go to one of these boot camps. And so what we want to do is bring the community together to be able to finance these students to be able to take these types of boot camps. And the approach that I decided on was that companies could sponsor a project. Okay, and this project would be something that they would normally nearshore or offshore to some other company in some other country. What this allows is us to build a community of developers right here in San Diego, instead of somewhere else in the world.
And explain to me how you can offer this program for free.
The way we can do that is with the community, the business community, wanting projects that they are normally going to send somewhere else. What we'll do is build that project for you, but what we'll do is we'll use our students and our lead developers to build that for you, and therefore give them an on-the-job training experience, which is much different than other boot camps where all you do is learn some frameworks.
And of course, there are skeptics out there, so how can you guarantee the quality of your program?
Well, the quality will be guaranteed through the processes that we put in place, because we're going to teach these students a whole series of processes that are built around delivering quality. And then on top of it, we have senior developers on staff that will chip in and help if there is an issue going on.
Now, this is a 12-week course. What will the students who take the course learn?
The students are going to learn web technologies that deliver mobile applications. Mobile is a very big part of the future. What we want to do is focus on those technologies that are in great demand, that when you open up the newspaper, everyone is looking for those people.
And you do have to qualify for this program, so walk us through that process.
Well, the process is that you need to be nominated by somebody, and usually maybe a teacher or somebody like that, maybe from some other programs that we're working with. But what will happen is that you're going to spend a weekend with us, a 2-day camp. And during that 2-day camp, we're going to drive you through a certain set of teachings, JavaScript, things of that nature. And then what we're going to do is run some tests, and we're going to see who is most qualified to be able to participate in the camp.
Well, this is such a great opportunity. Thank you for spending some time with us today, Harold, and telling us about SoftStack Factory.
Kaushal, it's been a pleasure.
For more information, go to SoftStackFactory.com.